What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Sebastian here, back with another video, and today we're gonna do something extremely different. I thought to myself that since I have over 40 platinum trophies, I might as well start talking about them and sharing them with you guys. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 worst platinum trophies I have gotten as a gamer up to this point. These are not listed in any particular order, however, I have left the worst for last, so please stay tuned. Oh, and if you enjoyed this type of content from me, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also stream on Twitch, I do trophy hunts, I do let's plays, so please check me out. It's twitch.tv/HellenSebastian. I'll put the link down in the description below. And if I hit 1000 subscribers on YouTube or 1000 followers on Twitch by the end of this year, 2024, I'll attempt to get the Super Meat Boy Platinum Trophy. Just so you guys can see me suffer firsthand. For your amusement. Let's get into it. The first Platinum Trophy I've chosen for this list is Dark Souls 3. This game, not that hard, but super tedious. So I think the hard part about this Platinum Trophy was trying to not lose my mind. I have all the Souls-like trophies except for the original Demon Souls. Demon Souls Remake, however, was the first Platinum Trophy I have ever gotten. But Dark Souls 3 is actually the first Souls game I ever tried. Story trophies, boss trophies, all types of infusion. The difficult part came while trying to get all the rings that are attached to these covenants. Damn, I did not remember there were so many of them. Long story short, it took me about 30 hours to farm all the different covenant items. I think there were 5 different items, but there were like 30 of some, 10 of some. Proof of the Concord Kept was probably the worst, since you have to slay these 2 Silver Knights on the Steps of Honor Orlando over and over and over and over and over and over again. People warned me about that. However, the first rounds I did, I got 2 of the Covenant items needed in a short hour. They came like back to back. However, the next drop didn't happen until 2 hours later. So, yeah, it was a total grind. But in the end, Dark Souls 3 is a very good game. Trust me. The boss designs are great. I think these are the best bosses in any Souls game. They really focused on quality here. And the DLCs are amazing too. So let's hop to the next one, shall we? I'm currently sitting on 42 Platinum Trophies as of this recording. So the next game on our list is Resident Evil 3 Remake. This was just really tedious. Complete the game on Inferno and getting the S rank on Inferno. Yeah. They suck. There's a limit on how many times you can actually save to get an S rank. So yeah, I really had to watch some guides because I died in the beginning every time. And then I had to go and do all the stuff where Jill walks to the bathroom, and I had to do that like fucking 6 times before I got to my first checkpoint. This game was awful to platinum, but I think Resident Evil games usually are. They're not long games, that's for sure. I think that's why they've added these difficulty trophies in here. But yeah, Resident Evil 3 Remake is definitely the worst of the Resident Evil games I've platinumed, just because of the many playthroughs you have to do in order to get this platinum trophy, and the difficulties vary very much. The last boss in the game is very easy on normal or easy, but on Inferno, the final boss basically insta-kills you. Alright, trophy number 3 is Crash Bandicoot, the first game in the Insane Trilogy. I have all 3 of them. But I think Crash Bandicoot 1 is the hardest of the three just because of the limited movement. What makes this so hard is that they've added the time trials here. They weren't in the original game. Yeah, earn 26 relics. This took me some time to get because there are no running shoes here. There isn't even a double jump here. So that's what makes this a really tedious grind. This game, however, requires you to just get the gold relic, not the platinum. High Road was definitely the worst one. I spent 8 hours there just trying to get the gold relic. And then on the other bridge level, Road to Nowhere, I spent 6 hours on that. Everything else was okay, but those two levels. Oh, and the Sunset Vista. They freaking suck. And here you can see I haven't done the DLC yet, and I probably never will. Me and my fiance, we started playing the DLC. It's just one level, but we didn't even make it to the end, and we had 88 lives when we first booted up the level. You have to get all the boxes, and you have to get a gold relic. So the next one I got at the end of last year, and that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. At this point, I'm actually doing Rebirth as well, and I think it's way harder, but I haven't gotten the Platinum Trophy, so that's why I'm not adding it to the list. And the reason why it's harder than Remake, I'll get to it really soon. You have the story trophies, nothing much there. They're basically freebies. But there are these missable trophies like Biker Boy, where you have to get praised by Jesse. You have to get all 9 bridal candidate outfits. This alone, I mean, this you get just by playing the game. The 3 bridal candidate outfits, but all 9 of them, you have to play certain chapters from beginning to end 3 times in total to get all 9. Your choices affect on what outfit Cloud gets and which outfits Tifa and Aerith will receive by the end of it. Complete all hard difficulty Whack-A-Box challenges. I thought the hard difficulty was easier than normal when it came to Whack-A-Box challenges. The pull-up challenges were awful. There's a sit-up challenge in Rebirth, and I think that's even worse. These 2 are side quest related. Complete all quests. Collect all music discs. This wasn't that hard when I looked up a guide. I got this on the hard playthrough. And yes, you have to play this on hard mode too. Once you finish the game on either easy or normal, you'll unlock the hard mode. Complete all battle intel reports. This was relatively easy. You just assess everything you encounter. Learn all weapon abilities. I think this speaks for itself pretty much. These 2 trophies were the bane of my existence. These 2 trophies are linked to the combat simulator. You have to defeat everything. Every summon on hard mode. Everything. This is actually the only trophy where I had to look up a guide. I actually watched several strategy guides on how to fucking get these 2 trophies. There aren't as many of the combat simulators here as there are in Rebirth, and they are like pumped up to 11, and I'm pretty terrified of doing those. But I can't give up now. I'm pretty far in Rebirth as well. I've done like 2 or 3 chapters on hard mode. But I think I have to do the combat simulator first, just because you get the Goddamn wrong. So yeah, I did these 2, and then I hopped onto the hard difficulty, and what makes this so tedious is that you cannot use any items, any healing items, nothing. You can use healing spells, but that consumes MP. And while resting at a bench, you usually max out HP and MP while resting. On hard mode, it's just HP. So you kind of gotta watch out where you're putting your MP in. It's just tedious, and it definitely is worth of a gold trophy, in my opinion. And it's ultra rare, by the way. So as I said, I'll leave the worst for last, and this trophy is the rarest platinum I have achieved to this point. It's ultra rare. 0.2% of players have earned this trophy. And depending on from which site you're getting your information or who you're asking, this is an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 difficulty. And the last game on my list is Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I know I had one Crash Bandicoot game here, and I did suffer through the first game. The second game, a bit easier. The third game, not too bad. I did the entire Insane Trilogy in about 60 hours. This game alone almost doubled the time required for doing 3 games. This took me almost 120 hours worth of gameplay and grinding. What was so bad about this trophy, you might ask? Well, remember when I mentioned getting all the gold time trial relics? Well, here you have to get them too, except for you have to get the platinum time trial relics. Yeah. It sucks. Some levels are easier than the others, but then again, some levels require just perfection. You cannot fail. You cannot choke in a certain point. You have to be smooth as butter. And that came to fruition in the last few levels in Cortex Castle, where you have to do this sequence where you change the masks. And I felt pretty good doing it. I mean, look at me go here. Like a freaking professional. This game sucks. And the worst trophy on this list. This isn't even the worst trophy on the list. Like, the worst one is the Perfection Trophy. Earn all insanely perfect relics. Now, why? What might that mean? In this game, you have to collect gems as well. You can die 3 times getting all the boxes, and you'll get all the gems. This bad boy right here requires you to get every box in every level without dying. A single time. 1 death, you have to reboot the level. So I'm glad I played this on the PS5 and not the PS4, because of the loading screen on PS4. It takes freaking forever. Here there were no load times, but restarting the levels, and I have to say the Neo Cortex levels are the worst, where you play as Cortex himself. His movement just freaking sucks hairy balls. So I fell into the trap of the completionist state of mind. I tried to approach every level in the state of mind that I have to do everything without dying. When instead I could have just enjoyed the game first and do a normal playthrough where I just hop from level to level and finishing the game. That wasn't the case. That's why I suffered so much. There is really nothing to say about this game except for that I hate it and I will never play it again. It's a good game, but it sucks. If you're a gamer, you can relate. So yeah, I think I've gone on for long enough at this point. Those were the 5 worst platinum trophies I've ever gotten. Whether they were the hardest ones or the most tedious ones, I'm just happy I haven't lost my mind yet. I have broken a few controllers while doing these, and now my controller almost fell from my lap. I hate when it does that. That's not my fault. Yeah, nothing to it. As I said earlier, if you enjoyed this type of content, please hit the thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, do check me out on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/HellenSebastian. I'm I'm currently working on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and doing a Let's Play of Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't know whether I'll be getting Dragon's Dogma 2, the Platinum Trophy for it. I mean, it's my first playthrough, and to be fair, it has some performance issues. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's gonna take some time. I'm currently working on the hard mode and doing all miscellaneous stuff, challenge related. GTA 5 is one of those games where I've done everything in the story. I have the 100% completion of the main campaign. I haven't done the 70 gold medals yet, and neither have I done the online stuff. I'm gonna save this game for May, since that's when I'm graduating from school, so I have no other obligations than to just focus on Grand Theft Auto 5. So yeah, feel free to join me, but as of now I'm sitting on 42 platinum trophies, and there will be so many more to come. Nothing to it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Please let me know what is the worst platinum trophy you have ever faced in your life, what platinum trophy have you given up on at this point that you never got but you'd really like to, but it's just not worth it. Crash Bandicoot 4 ain't worth it. Don't bother. That's my last word. I'm Sebastian. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Have a great one.